Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking all about the Gold Rush Holiday Collection from BH Cosmetics. This is a 2016 holiday release of lip glosses, and you get an eye and cheek palette. This is obviously the warm toned flavor. They also have a silver version which has more cool tone shades, but because I am warm toned, I bought warm toned. Now, these are available separately. You don't have to buy them both. However, I did because I wanted to buy them on the day they came out so that BH wouldn't run out. So that meant that I had to pay a little bit more and get both. And I really, you guys know, I feel like lip gloss is the devil. I hate lip gloss. This is a box of devils. But we're going to talk all about this thing. So let's start right at the very beginning. It's your standard cardboard compact, very festive, very holiday, fish scale, sequins, whatever, ecstasy pills, whatever you want to think that is. On the back, nothing useful at all. And we open her up and we're going to get the mirror out of the way. And these are your shades. So they're just gorgeous. Everything goes with everything else. So it's super easy to put a look together. So you have 10 eyeshadows, a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. And there's a great combination of matte shades and non-mattes. You have 5 mattes, and then you have the balance of the shadows are either satiny or metallic. BH metallic shadows are as good as any you're going to find on the market. I'm totally serious. Going all the way up to your super high-end department store couture stuff, their metallic shadows are super pigmented. They're the easiest thing in the world to apply and to blend. They don't crease, they don't fade, they stay where you put them, and they're just beautiful. So there's a ton of beautiful stuff going on in this palette. Now, with that said, none of these colors is like earth-shatteringly unique. You know, there's no like crazy duochrome that you've never seen before, anything like that. But you know, sometimes it's okay to just have a palette full of beautiful colors. You know, we don't have to be changing the world with every palette release. What I love about this is not only do the colors go well together and they work really well with my skin tone, but because you also have the cheek products down here, you can really do most of your face from this one palette, so it's super convenient. Before we get to the swatches, I want to point out some similar palettes and stuff like that. So first off, if you have the zombie palette, you're gonna notice this is the exact same kind of deal. It's literally the same packaging, the same component. The only thing that's different is the colors that are inside and a lack of skeletons. If you have the Carly Bible palette, you might ask yourself, do I really need this too? Because the shades are rather similar, so let's hold them up side by side. Let's do a little comparison. And you're gonna find that there are some similar shades, but they're not dupes. So here is Carly Bible, still one of my favorite palettes of all time. And here is the Gold Rush, okay? So maybe we can put them, I don't know, let's see. I feel like I'm juggling blocks and I'm gonna drop one and then I'm gonna cry. Okay, so here's the thing. These have more of a gold/brown undertone to them, whereas the darker Carly Bible shades are more of a burgundy. Especially the top row is more pink and more burgundy, whereas this is more orange and more brick. That's the big difference. Now, I did hold these up side by side and I was going, you know, from shade to shade to shade. Do we have any dupes at all? And honestly, I don't believe we do. Even the matte banana shade is different than this matte banana shade. Similar, yes. Identical, no. The only color that you could maybe convince me is identical is that this highlighter color right here is super similar to this blush/highlighter. Let me move it in the opposite direction. This one right here, and I will show you comparison swatches in a moment. They are extremely similar, but we're not dealing with real dupes. It's just they're close. Now, another similar palette is the Ulta Miss Fabulous palette. So the color palette is very similar. They're not the same, they're not identical, and again, there are no true dupes, but they are similar. So if you are not really a collector and you don't feel like, oh, it's a new BH palette, I want it. If you have Carly Bible or if you have this, do you need the Gold Rush collection? No. We're gonna go on to some swatches. The weather this morning is still straight out of Moscow. It literally is like the weather that I had every day when I was in Russia last year. It's gross out. So I'm gonna do my best to get y'all some natural light swatches, but it's not gonna be the best light, but I will do what I can. So back in a flash with some swatches. So these are the eyeshadows. I used the NYX white eyeshadow base on my forearm and I applied them with a brush that's ever so slightly damp. And as you can see, all of the colors, the mattes and the metallics, are just creamy with perfect application. I didn't have to fight with them at all. I didn't have to do multiple dips into the shadow in order to get the color to show up. Even in the case of the very light mattes, I'm just so impressed with the consistency of the quality in all of these, and they're just beautiful colors too. These are the cheek products. Now the highlighter's over on the left-hand side and you can barely see it because it is so close to my own skin tone. But check out the beauty of that blush. It's this wonderful peach with like a gold duochrome to it, and then the bronzer is this super flattering rosy bronze color. I just love all three of these. Here's a photo comparison of the Gold Rush highlighter with the second highlighter in the Carly Bible palette. It's not the lightest one, it's the second lightest one. Carly Bible is on the left, the Gold Rush is on the right, and as you can see, the Gold Rush is a little bit more of a yellow undertone or a gold undertone, whereas the Carly Bible is more of a pink undertone, but for all intents and purposes, they are almost identical. Alright, so I hope you guys like those swatches. That's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and for spending some of your time with me. If you are not already subscribed and would like to be, that would make my day. The button's down there. You can punch me in the face up here once the end card pops up. The best thing that you guys can do to really help the channel grow is just to click that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. Every time I see people do that, I really do smile and I say, thank you so much for doing that, because it's just fantastic and it's really helping. So thank you. Thank you for helping the channel grow. I love every single one of you guys, and I hope you're having a great day, night, midnight study session, I don't even know, witching hour, afternoon tea, second breakfast, 11Zs, whatever you're doing. I hope it's fun, and I will see you guys real soon in my next video. Bye!